Yeah, in real sentences. With commas and all.
Excellent use of adverbs, too. Daphne Ashbrook will be very familiar to viewers of American television. She has been on the litany of the best and most popular crime and police and police dramas that are out there.
And she's beautiful.
Well, that's obvious. Just look. And also, she has a CD, Grace Notes, lovely music, and a memoir, Dead Woman Laughing. Both of them are there. You can talk to her more about it from the floor, or you can see both of these in the Celebrity Summit area to talk personally and maybe, have the dinner.
So where are we standing?
It's called the Celebrity Summit area.
Oh yeah, where is that?
Oh, I'm told go to the main floor and keep walking until you see a sea of red.
Yeah.
That is the area. Walk past the yellow against
I want to meet you all there.
We're gonna make this almost completely a Q&A. There are microphones to the left and the right if you want to start lining up. I'm going to start off with the first question, simply by saying both of you, as partners and as individuals, have been part of iconic TV series. I wonder if you could talk about the difference between leaping into a series that's established and has a fan base and has an ongoing storyline versus some of the other stuff you do where you know that audiences are coming in absolutely new and absolutely clean, they know nothing about it. Does that make things easier? Does that make things harder? What's the difference?
Absolutely no difference. As far as I'm aware, there's no difference. You turn up, you learn the lines, you do the job. I know that sounds a bit kind of a non-answer to your question, but it's absolutely true. If you allowed yourself to be burdened with anxieties about what has gone on before, I never gave my predecessors as the doctor a second thought. I just got on with the job. They entrusted it to me, so I assumed I was good enough for it, really.
I actually had a very interesting experience. I had never had my own DVD of the movie, and it was prior to them releasing it in the States in 2011. So I decided, okay, I was in England, I'm getting my own copy. So I went to the store and I purchased my own copy. It was like a cool box set, and it had all these wonderful interviews, 6 hours worth of interviews with people that were involved with the movie. And then I proceeded to get in a car and drive across England to, where the heck was it? Newcastle. And it was like a 6-hour drive, so I had 6 hours worth of stuff to watch on my computer as we were driving across.
While you were driving?
Well, I wasn't driving.
Oh, fine.
I was not doing the driving, no, I was in the back. And watched all these interviews, and I'll tell you something, by the time I finished, I was so grateful that I was unaware of all of that stuff before I did the shoot, because I think I had a nervous breakdown. What Philip Segal went through to get that movie done, and to getting the BBC, Fox, and Universal to work together, everybody needed to agree on everything, and you talk about too many cooks in the kitchen, it was insane, and there was so much pressure, and he worked so hard. He worked 7 years to get that thing up. So I was thrilled that I didn't have a clue about any of that, because I think I might have felt the pressure. And yeah, when you're an actor, you're there to serve the text and the role and do your job. So it's probably better to not know certain things when you're...
Yeah, there were all sorts of things going on in my final season, which I discovered later. I had no idea. The producer and the script editor were trying to kill each other, and there was all that going on behind the scenes, and scripts were being written, and battles were taking place, and they were being jettisoned. I just turned up in the morning, had a cup of coffee, and got on with it, right?
That's right.
Just like a Walter astronaut. Let's open up the floor to questions. We have 2 microphones on this side and that side. The line has started over there, so we're going to start with the first question right over there.
There's a pixie in that line.
Pixie, she's a fairy. My question is for all of you. How do you guys feel about the fact that Matt Smith is leaving?
Yeah, Matt Smith's going. As a viewer, I feel quite sad actually, because I love Matt Smith. I've only seen one episode of the current series because I've been busy working. But from the moment he hit the deck, as it were, I've admired Matt as an actor, and his doctor I think is just special. When I heard that another child was going to be playing the part, after that scrawny, good-looking waif David Tennant.
Would you like to? Would you ever like to have their camera phones ready so we can say that again?
Yeah, he's far too good-looking and attractive. You don't want good-looking doctors. You want people like me. You're far too young.
Hey man, you're pretty. Don't even go there.
And then they cast another 12-year-old. So I was kind of, oh no, they're playing it for all the girls who are going to go, the Doctor is more than that, and so is Matt Smith, because even though his body may be young, he has a 900-year-old mind. That Doctor is, for me, you know, as good as any other. I ranked him with Pat Troutman, who was one of my all-time favourites. And it's just such a wonderful, whimsical, sly, random, exciting character. So the fact that he's going is sad, but it does mean that they were very good choosing Matt Smith. He came out of, well, I'd never heard of him before, I don't think many of you probably had either, and he hit the deck and was the Doctor. So I have no reason to believe that Stephen Moffat won't do it again, so I'm quite excited. But I'd like it to be a girl. Or a woman.
Well, I know about the right things to say.
No, I've got 4 daughters, I know where my bread is buttered. And one of them's an actress, you never know. And in fact, one of my daughters said to me last week, now, Peter, what's his name? That good-looking one. David Tennant. Yes. David Tennant is married to Peter Davison's daughter. I said, yes. He said, does Matt Smith know about me? She said, that would work, wouldn't it? So, sadly, I don't know Matt, but I want him to come round and meet my daughters. And then, like Peter, I'll know what's going on the BBC. But yeah, so it's another opportunity. And in case you're worried, because you know, there are only 12 generations, and this will be the 11th, won't it? Because the second Doctor was the first generation. So
Watch the new series.
what?
I can't give the spoiler.
Okay, I don't know the spoilers. But anyway, well, what I was about to say, they'll find a way around that. They want 97 Doctors, they'll get them. It's nice that the BBC wants to carry on with it. And so we're all kind of, there's a big question mark hanging in the sky. I can't wait to see what happens.
I feel the same exact way.
You can do that in the next hour.
Next question, please. Right to the microphone.
Wow, okay. Colin, I just had a question for you, which is, since you left the show, did you ever have a kind of a bury the hatchet session with some of the people behind, you know, who were like Michael Gray?
How funny. No. Funny enough, I met Michael Gray for the first time since I was no longer the Doctor at the BBC. The BBC Television Centre, for some reason best known to several maniacs in London, is going to be mostly demolished, turned into hotels and flats. So that iconic building is to be no more. They've sold it to a developer and moved most production up to Manchester and Glasgow. Which is sad because there are so many programmes I've made there from the 1970s, from War and Peace to loads of stuff over the years. And they are beautiful, purpose-built studios that are still state-of-the-art because they've been updated regularly, but they're going. And they had a final live show from there back in, I can't remember when it was now, anyway. And Sylvester and I were invited to turn up. I will gloss over the appalling indignities that ensued. But as we were leaving our dressing room, Michael Gray was walking along the corridor with his kind of PA and a few other people. And I was going to let that moment pass, but Syl, being Syl, said, "Hello, Michael!" And he looked at me, and our eyes locked for a moment, and we just nodded and went on our way. I think he got the message. That's the only time we met. No, see, the thing is, the BBC comprises an awful lot of people, and it was just 2 people at that particular time that had it in for Doctor Who, and I was caught in the crossfire. I mean, what I've learned since is that there were other targets rather than me, and they thought that if they had a go at me, people might resign, and they didn't. It was a complicated time. I was kind of a fly dancing in the bright light, really. So no, I haven't, and it's not about recriminations or anything really. It's the programme is bigger than any of the people who ever made it or who've produced it or directed it, and I wouldn't want to tarnish the programme with any recriminations now. Everybody acted in what they thought was the best interest of something, even if it was themselves. I don't think anybody had it even for me personally. It was just they thought they were doing the right thing for the BBC, for their pension, for their friends, I don't know, for something. So, why bother thinking about it? 30 years ago, water under the bridge.
Next question, please.
Out of all of the doctors and their companions, who do you think fit best together, were the best match?
Can you repeat that, please?
So out of all the doctors and all of their companions, who do you think were the best match together?
Oh, interesting question. You answer it first.
Oh, I think it was me and Paul.
I agree.
No, I really do think that there was something really special about our relationship on film. And I've been in the business a long time, and I very rarely find that kind of chemistry between myself and another actor like that. Every once in a long while, maybe, but to be able to do that whole film with him, and it was scary for me. There was a quality that I really wanted to be able to master, if you will. And it is sort of tongue-in-cheek that I find so entertaining in the British performances and writing, and I felt like that was a big challenge for me because I hadn't gotten a lot of parts like that, and when I was working with a great actor, so I wanted to make him proud. So we just got along great, and he made me a better actor, and I hope I made him one as well, and we had a lot of fun. So I really think that was a great relationship. I haven't seen all of the other doctors with their companions yet. I've seen a lot of it, but I haven't seen all of them, so I probably can't speak to that very well. But I really liked what Paul and I did, honestly. I just thought it was me,
If I remove myself from the equation, I guess you'd have to say, if you judge it by romance, which I do not approve of in Doctor Who, I do not think doctors and companions should even notice that they are of the opposite gender. I think there should be a avuncular paternal relationship. So all that hanky-panky in the TARDIS that John Nathan Turner was so disapproved of, which was so evident in the days of that slim, good-looking tenant boy and his pop star companion. I suppose you have to argue that they were the best pair because they got it on. None of the others have. Well, not on screen anyway.
You're right.
Yeah.
I actually had a couple moments, and I'm not really in that. Maybe I am under that umbrella of sort of being uncomfortable with it, but I felt like I sort of started the whole thing with the kissing in my show.
Yeah.
I think it was the first I wrote it. I didn't write it though, so I was just following orders. But yeah, there were actually 3 kisses in there, but it wasn't sexual. It was never sexual. I thought it was just, there was romance, but I don't think it was sexual. And I did feel a little uncomfortable with some of the stuff with Clara and Matt recently.
Oh, yeah.
The last, in the finale, I think it was, where there were just a couple moments where I was like, and I didn't expect to feel that way, because I don't really care one way or the other, I didn't have an opinion. And it did make me a little,
Yeah. And then there's John Barron, of course. And David Tennant. Yeah. Moving on.
Those of you who have internet devices, please go into message boards and suggest there should be a ukulele song called Hanky Panky in the TARDIS. I will inspect this all within the next 30 days.
That was John Nathan Turner's mantra, and I'm wearing this shirt in honour of John Nathan Turner. For those of you who didn't know him, he always wore Hawaiian shirts, and was a great man.
Next question, please.
Okay. Are you going to be allowed in the 50th?
Am I going to be
In the 50th anniversary, or do you
in
know
the
what you
50th?
mean?
Well, if I am, it's going to be a miracle because they finished shooting it. And I wasn't, and neither was Peter, neither was Sylvester, neither was Tom, neither was Paul. We were all awaiting the call, but it never came. They can't afford us. Boy, we'd have given them hell if they'd asked us to. Yeah, how many million?
Next question to the lovely TARDIS over there.
Hi, my question is, who's your favorite Doctor Who villain?
Who's my favourite Doctor?
Who villain?
Who villain? I suppose, in theory, it should be the Master, because if you're a lover of fiction, about Holmes and Moriarty and all the great heroes have a similarly great singular villain. I mean, you can talk about Daleks, a race, or Cybermen, but on the one-to-one basis, it should be the Master, except he hasn't had a good outing, really, since even before my time. With John Pertwee, the Master was a really important character, and played by Roger Delgado. It was a splendid performance. After the end, he never got really. He got one or two good stories. I did a couple of stories with Anthony Haley as the Master, but he was peripheral in both of them. One was Mark of the Rani, and the Rani was the villain in that. And the other one was the Trial of a Time Lord, where he only played a kind of tiny part at the end. And I think the Master could be. I wasn't mad about the Master that David Tennant faced, because he was just a lunatic. I like the idea of the Master who is an equal of the Doctor and clever and can dissemble, who can be charming, but is so. The latest incarnations of the Master haven't been my idea of what the Master should be. So having said that, I'm going to go with Davros, I think, because I've done some audios with Davros, who is the evil genius creator of the Daleks. And I did one Big Finish story. I won't spoil it for you if you haven't heard it, but I can't remember what it's called. Somebody will tell me. No, they won't. Right. But Davros in that is resuscitated by a world similar to ours, because they want him to become like Rupert Murdoch and run things commercially. And of course it shows brilliantly, because he's devious, ruthless and cunning. And the Doctor has to work with him. And it's quite a clever story. So I'm going with Davros. Also because I like Terry Malloy, who plays him.
I was going to say quickly, I crashed a panel yesterday without you, and I was coming up with my evil villain from my imagination, and I actually described the Master, because I didn't realize, this is so stupid, I did not realize that the Master was from Gallifrey. I didn't know that, and I had the Master in my movie. And I came to everything that he said I felt was like a lie, in my movie. He was just full of lies, and so he's being deceptive with poor Chang Lee. So anyway, I got to see a little bit of the original master. And that looked wonderful. And it certainly wasn't the same. I don't know if it was the writing or performance or direction, but it was not the same. I like the weeping angels though. They scare me.
They're too easy.
I know the blink thing. I know, I thought of it too.
Yeah, well, you say you did.
I did, I actually did.
You see, if the angels had met a proper doctor. Oh, come on. Did I regenerate? Did I regenerate? No, I wasn't there. Therefore, the regeneration did not take place. Therefore, they are all imposters. Number 6 is still the doctor, and therefore, that's why he never thought of this. When an angel is coming towards you, don't wink. Switch eyes. It'll be stone forever.
Next question.
Takes a real doctor. Imposters, all of them.
What was the most scary alien?
My most scary alien? Ooh. What's yours?
I don't know.
Let me think. Some of the new ones are quite scary. I like those ones that blow off wind. They're scary. What are they called? The Slovene, yes. That's scary. Someone farting at you, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Next question.
All right, so there's been a lot of things where I've seen a lot of behind the scenes where you just play with the TARDIS. Did you guys ever play with the TARDIS or any of the sets just because it was there?
Well, have fun, pressing buttons and things like that. Yeah, of course. Oh, we used to do it all the time, da-da-da-da. But you spend an awful lot of time on any film set hanging around. And we were always doing things like that. Although I had worked out which buttons do certain things, like that plunger opened the door, and there was a particular button I pressed to bring up the monitor screen for outside, and for taking off I used to hit 3 red buttons and 2 green, I can't remember now. But we had to be quite careful sometimes because it wasn't quite as solid as it might have been. There was one occasion, I think it was in Ventress on Barros, when I was being chased down a corridor, trapped, and a door slid open and I had to rush through it. I had to push the thing to open it and rush through it. And we did this long shot with explosions and bits coming off, and right at the end I banged my hand on the door and it slid open, and I knew if I took my hand away the wall would fall down. Because I heard something go. So I just stood there, and the floor manager shouted at me, "Go to the door!" I said, "I can't!" And he said, "Go to the door!" So I went to the door and the set fell down. And they had to rebuild it and start again. But there you are, that's the way things happen.
Our console was really sturdy. However, and I did play with it, but I guess I'm just, I'm from theater, so I'm always a little hesitant to pin props and things like that, because if it goes, oh my God. So yeah, I did a little bit of that, but I probably didn't do as much as I would have liked. It was a beautiful console though.
They weren't quite as sensitive in the dim distant days when I was doing it. I mean, I heard that Harry Potter, they had to check his wand in and out before every scene. There was a man, as soon as they cut, came and took Harry's wand, in case he pocketed it. They got through a few wands during the filming, but I saw him being interviewed telling a story about how it was impossible to slide off with his souvenir wand because they had, Securicor on the wand.
Next question, the young gentleman in the cool fez.
Thank you. So what like modern day companion would you like to be with?
What modern day companion would I like to be?
Yeah. Maybe I'm not that modern anymore.
You're more modern than me. Yeah. No, I don't want second-hand goods. Yeah, you're Paul McGann's escort. Yeah. I want somebody fresh.
But you know what? He's going to pay for that. You're going to pay for that. As soon as we're out of view. No, you know, he's gone on to have all these other companions on the audiobooks. And you
Yeah.
probably have too. So, yeah, they get around these doctors. They don't no loyalty whatsoever. That answer your question?
I would like my companion to be Frobisher the penguin. I've done an audio adventure with Frobisher the penguin, a wisecracking penguin who does impersonations. I think that could be fun. But the one I really want, of course, is Grace.
Nice save.
Nice save.
Next question, please.
What is it like coming to conventions like this and seeing people dressing as you?
Oh, it's cool. I like it. It's great. Yeah. There are some brilliant costumes out there, some really brilliant ones. And I think dressing as me is phenomenal because mine is a really hard costume to do. I mean, some of them are approximations, but I've seen some incredibly accurate ones. People go and get cloth dyed to match the ridiculous patchwork that I wore. So I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, I actually felt the same way. I've seen my dress a couple times, and that's not easy.
The aquamarine one.
Yes. Yeah, I guess you could call it aqua. But yeah, that's not easy. It's not easy to wear either. So I'm always very impressed. I've only seen it a couple times, but I've seen the scrubs a few times. Scrubs are nice and comfortable and easy to do, but the dress, my hat's off to them. That's something.
More than once at conventions, someone has come up to me to ask me, which doctor are you dressed as? I have to say, no, I'm very sorry, this is just the way I happen to dress. Next question, please.
What do you think of the new Doctor Who?
Well, we don't know who he is yet. If you're talking about the new Doctor Who, because Matt's going to be a new one. Do you mean Matt?
I
Or the
mean,
new series.
yeah, like David Tennant, Matt Smith, and
Yeah, well, I mean, I am lost in envy because, first of all, Christopher Eccleston got the costume I wanted, the long black coat. That's what when I said, what do you want, that's what I described. He got it 20 years, 30 years later. I'm envious that something that took 20 minutes to do in a studio, i.e. move a Dalek 5 inches, they can move 10,000 Daleks a billion miles in 4 seconds now in computers. So I'm envious of all that. I'm envious of the fact that BBC appears to love the programme and lavishes a budget on it, which it's certainly never got